Welcome, I'm Dr. Melina Roberts and I want to talk about cholesterol. So I want to talk about the HDL versus LDL cholesterol debate or myth, because according to conventional thinking, we're thinking that cholesterol is bad, that high cholesterol levels are the cause or the risk factors of heart disease, and that we have these different things called HDL, which is your good cholesterol, and you have LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, and that you want to have high HDL levels and low LDL levels, and you want to do everything you can to lower those LDL levels in order to prevent heart disease. Now that's conventional thinking, so I want to kind of talk about this a little bit more because I want you to gain a better understanding of what this actually means, and I want to talk about really the myths around cholesterol. So one thing that's really important to understand is that cholesterol is essential in the body. We need cholesterol in order for our bodies to be able to function. Now, cholesterol plays a big role in terms of it's part of every cell membrane in the body, and the body is made up of a lot of different cells, so every cell needs cholesterol. We also need cholesterol to help build our hormones. It's actually the building block of all of our hormones. It also helps to manufacture vitamin D, and vitamin D has many different important aspects in the body in terms of promoting health. And cholesterol also plays a big role in terms of supporting our immune system. So cholesterol itself is actually a very important molecule in the body. So HDL and LDL are actually cholesterol transporters in the body. So HDL, which is a high density lipoproteins, and it transports cholesterol from the tissues to the liver, and then the liver processes the cholesterol. And LDL is low density lipoproteins. And low density lipoproteins, those LDL, what they do is they transport cholesterol from the liver to other tissues in the body. So it's also important for us to understand that we need both HDL and LDL cholesterol in the body, that it's part of a dynamic process, biochemical process that happens within the body. So we need them both. They're both very important in terms of the biochemistry and how the body functions. So the only problem with LDL is if it becomes oxidized. And it can become oxidized from free radicals. Now, what free radicals are is they are unstable molecules in the body that are really just searching to steal electrons from other molecules in the body. And this makes them quite unstable. And if there are free radicals that can oxidize this LDL, then this is when LDL becomes more problematic. Now there's LDL-B, which are small, dense molecules, and they're more likely to become oxidized. So oxidized LDL is a big, sticky molecule, and it interferes with the proper transport of cholesterol. And this is where it becomes more problematic because it can stick to damaged tissues like damaged arteries, and it can be the beginning stages of plaque. And so this is the more problematic LDL, is the oxidized LDL in the body. Now there's also HDL1, which is a type of HDL that is smaller, denser, and it's also more likely to become oxidized. So this one can also be a more problematic HDL in the body. Now, LDL gets oxidized in the body from free radicals, and free radicals can form in the body from eating things like trans fats, from having processed foods, from having excess white refined sugar in the diet. It doesn't become oxidized from eating dietary cholesterol. Now, dietary cholesterol is like egg yolks or butter or red meat. And having dietary cholesterol, consuming that doesn't have an effect or has very little effect in terms of our cholesterol levels in general. So these are actually not problematic foods in our diet. So high cholesterol is really not the cause of heart disease, or it's not a risk factor in terms of heart disease. Cellular inflammation is, and it's really those oxidative LDL, it's those free radicals in the body, that is what can cause or be a risk factor for heart disease. So really just lowering cholesterol levels, lowering LDL levels using different medications doesn't prevent heart disease. Because if you look at it statistically, people who actually have heart disease, only 50% of them have high cholesterol or high LDL levels. So there's not a direct correlation between high cholesterol or high LDL levels and heart disease. So I hope this clears up a lot of misconceptions and a lot of myths around cholesterol and the LDL versus HDL cholesterol debate. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to share this with your friends, to press the like button, to make a comment below, and until next time, continue to learn, grow, and build health.